Our God is the way maker, far better than Julius Berger. That we call him Abba Father does not mean he's from Abba. He does not need a bakery to be the bread of life. When God is your shepherd, you don't need the German shepherd. Ladies and gentlemen, being loud in the house of God is better than Canadian loud. Make some Holy Ghost crazy noise in the house. What the mighty God will say. You have no idea how I feel this evening. This vision has been pregnant for 2 decades. I've been believing God for this, where we're going to be having a platform where Christians can come and have an holy laughter. And ladies and gentlemen, here you are, making this dream come true. Please celebrate Jesus. Thank you so much, Padaka, for coming out. You have no idea, I'm so grateful. And I want to stand by, saying this, that a comedy is not a sin. Comedians are not sinners. I know some of us are very ugly, but please, now we not be devil. Reason being that I am yet to see any genuine global man of God with global mandate that does not have a sense of humor. And that is what comedy is all about. What is comedy is like? Comedy is a genre of speech. Please, technical, can you help this light? I can't see the audience. Comedy is just a genre of speech, writing, performance that is intended to be human or amusing. Comedy is the basement where laughter finds expression. I used to think that the word laughter is affiliated or was invented by Sarah in the Bible, because that was the first time the word laughter was mentioned. But I discovered that laughter has been existing in the heavens even before creation. Psalm chapter 2 verse 4. The Bible says, he that sitteth in heaven shall laugh. I can tell you this for free, that our brothers and sisters who have gone to be with the Lord in heaven, as we speak now, they are looking at Nigerians and they are laughing at us. Why? Because of who they rule us. Because they can't understand somebody who promised you a night 24 hours electricity. Don't go buy solar. And so laughter is one of the components created by one of God's components, or one of the component that was created by God. Laughter has been there. As a matter of fact, laughter is the medicine supplement for longevity. I tell you this for free, ladies and gentlemen, that, the devil does not have the DNA power to create. Never. Because John chapter 1 verse 3 says, and without him there was not anything made that was made. The devil is only in the business of converting things. What the devil does, he waits for what God has created and he take and convert. When God created agreement, the devil came, converted to disagreement. God created obedience. The devil came, converted to disobedience. So the devil is the chief custodian of convertible. And that is why I don't like convertible cars. And I can tell you this for free, that if cars were existing during the time of Jesus and his disciples, their favorite car would have been Accord or Honda Accord. Because the book of Acts chapter 5 verse 12, the Bible said, and his disciples were with one accord. Even Jesus have his own accord, but he doesn't like talking about it. In the book of John chapter 12 verse 49, he said, I do not speak of my own accord. So ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I can tell you that life is just revolving, because there is nothing under the face of the earth that is new. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9, it said, under the sun, nothing is new. All these small boys in Job, that whenever they see you in the night, they will just call you and say, hey, where are you? Hello, where are you is just an old King James English. The inventor of Widayu is Ruth in the Bible. The book of Ruth, chapter 1, verse 16b. And the Bible says, and Ruth said unto Naomi, Wida that word. Nothing is new. Life is just revolving. As a matter of fact, Nigeria has the highest number of languages in Africa. 200 and something plus. I will not be shocked when we get to heaven and discover that the reallocation for the Tower of Babel in Nigeria. Because I was shocked when Daniel in the Bible spoke Lembe language from Bayelsa. The book of Daniel chapter 5 verse 25, the Bible said, Daniel said, this is written that was written. Nothing you will see. So what the devil does, devil just wait. Make God create. God created man and woman and said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. The devil came, convert man to Bobrisky, and told Bobrisky, go and find your husband. If you need a friend, meet James Brown. Is that the fear? But that's the truth. The devil came, being that he know that the woman is more gullible. Haven't you noticed that the first conversation a woman had in the Bible was a conversation of lies? And that is why you're wondering why women are so attracted to lies. Yes, I know you they wonder. Even myself, I they wonder. Because it's so easily to lie to a woman and they will believe. And you go to wonder, say, how can a woman live a good guy, responsible guy, with good habits, good behavior? They will even go to the extra mile to call us Jew. And leave us to go meet a gospel shalipopi. Because why? Women are just so attracted to lies. As a matter of fact, I discovered that 50% of the men that work with God had issues with God and their family circle because of women. Number one, Abraham had issues with God because of the counsel, advice he took from Sarah. Moses had issues with his siblings, Miriam and Aaron, because of the wife he married from Ethiopia. Samson had issues with his destiny because of Delilah. David had issues with God because of Delilah. As a matter of fact, I am following a research on Facebook trying to discover where the Uriah's wife is from. Uriah's wife. And with the way the research is going, it is obvious that Uriah's wife is from South Africa. Because not only God and David know when David see when he make a kill Uriah. And it was 29 centimeters away, far from Uriah's bathroom. I couldn't imagine. Had it been a close range. Now be saying, now David for go kill Uriah himself. And so Solomon had issue with God because of 700 wives. Women, you should appreciate your husband if you are the only one he's married to with one side chick. If you want clap. Women, you should be grateful. A man got married to 700 wives, 300 girlfriends. And so when Jesus was coming on earth, our father had to call him, my son, come. As should they go? Not marry. If you marry, you know your father can advise you. If you marry, you will not see the cross. Now the cross go see you. No, you don't imagine, say, how did we say Jesus marry? You don't imagine that Jesus, you know the funny thing that every woman, all women are the same. Just temperament different. The way Nigerian women they behave, now so American women they behave. As a matter of fact, imagine say Jesus married. Now the first miracle when he go first get problem at that wedding. As he just carry a wife enter, as they sit down. Jesus left her and went to meet his disciples. At the end of the day, the mother called Jesus. Said, wine don't finish you. Jesus did the miracle and that was it. Before Jesus could turn, his wife don't go. When he reached us, the wife, honey, Jesus, you're back. Oh, welcome. Sorry, I couldn't stay too long because I was having some, headache. By the way, that was wonderful. Talking about the miracle you did at that wedding. Wow. It was really wow. You just left me, even though you left me, no problem. You went to meet your friends, although you say they are your disciples. I didn't even know when God called you, but it's okay. I mean, you just left me, and from nowhere, your mother called you. Your mom called you. You just follow your mother. And you told those guys to fill 7 jars with water. In my eyes, Jesus, you did a miracle. And I didn't know that you could do the miracle. No, I'm not angry, oh. I'm not angry. Honey, are you angry? I'm not angry. Why should I be angry? The only thing is that I'm just surprised that you could actually do miracle, and during our wedding, you did nothing. Like, no, I'm not angry, oh. Why should I be angry? Like, you know the funny, you know the painful part? Your mother called you. You answered. You did not tell me anything. Your mother called you. I'm not angry. Your mom called you and you went. And as a matter of fact, the most painful part, you asked your disciples to serve the shemen without serving me first. Like, for real? I was like, wow. It's okay. No problem. I just wanted you to know that next month, my cousin is getting married. And you know what? You are the wine bearer. But don't get it twisted. The best place you can take a wife is still in the church. Yeah, it's still in the church. The only challenge you might likely have, thank you if you want to clap our church girls. They are doing well. The only challenge you might likely have is the fact that most of the unromantic set of girls are in the church. And that's because they don't read the book of Romans. I am married to a very beautiful wife. But trust me, my wife is the most unromantic woman I have met. Jesus. As a matter of fact, the best thing that has happened to me after salvation is my wife. But trust me, my wife is naturally gifted unromantic. My wife, they go work. As he reach the door, I go just turn. Hey, honey, that reminds me. Up when I come back, we're having sex. No, now, no. But honey, I'm not seeing my period now. Come, rub it with small romance. My wife, Jesus. As a matter of fact, one thing that I love about the fact that my wife is working, I am working. No stress. I don't care about money. I still take care of her. Like, I pay, I still take care of her. I don't care to know how much she earns. I don't give a damn. I am working. My wife is working. As a matter of fact, last week, I bought my wife 36 jeans strings. I want her to be romantic, you know. I want to put her in that flow. I want to, the best thing that can happen to you now to marry your temptation. I love my wife. Do you get? But it was just last week, she decided to show me her salary. And reluctantly, I was like, okay, let me just see, because she just received an alert of her salary. By the time I saw my wife's salary, that was where I realized that my wife is working and I'm not working. My brother, as we speak now, I can tell you for free that I'm the first single married man. Because my wife paid the bills, I do the dishes, baby. My brother, marriage not hard. Now you won't be the head. Hello. Now you the fine head. Because after this event, I am going for a marriage tour, wedding tour. I'm going for 14 states. And the theme of the topic is 25 ways to make your wife the head. But not do. I cook a goosey soup for my wife on Thursday. When I see her salary, now me cook. When I finish cooking the goosey soup, by the time my wife tests my goosey soup, hey, my wife don't know when look at me and say, honey, you are the bone of my bone. Woo! But not do. Marriage is beautiful. I tell you the truth, marriage is beautiful. The best that can happen to you is to marry the right person. Because when you marry the right person, every day is Valentine's Day. Yeah. Now, when you marry the wrong person, every day becomes Boxing Day. When you marry an immature woman, every day, now Children's Day. And when you marry a liar, every day, now April Fool. Never you allow your background to put your back in the ground. Never. As a matter of fact, sometimes people may think that your future is in your face. But trust me, your future is in the hand of God. Because if you see my face 10 years ago, you would think I have no future. Because I was looking like an accidental sexual discharge by two unserious people who decided to come into a relationship. My brother, if you see the relationship between my father and my mother in those days, you will see the reason why I am a comedian. Because when two unserious people meet, a joke is born. How do you explain after a woman have given birth to 4 children for you? Now that time you know, say you go pay a bride price. When my father and my mother was getting married, I was the MC. Real life story, baby. Real life story. My elder sister was the caterer. So ladies and gentlemen, don't get it twisted. Life without God is vanity. I could achieve this today because I give my life to Christ and God have given me a new tongue.